Hi, I'm Todd Heitkamp, the owner of Dakota Angler here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with this week's 2-minute fishing report. Well, folks, it's hard to believe that this is the last week of March and the opening week of baseball, and you can tell who I'm rooting for. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we have a decent year. But it doesn't feel like spring out there, that's for sure. And we still have anywhere from 22 to 28, 30 inches of ice out on the lakes. So guys are still out ice fishing, but the weather has been less than cooperative, especially this past weekend with the rain and the snow. Some areas picked up over 2 inches, 3 inches of rain, as well as 8 to 10 inches of snow, depending on where you go in the state. So the weather definitely affected the number of people going out, and now it's also beginning to affect the ice conditions out there, especially the access. The access is getting on and off, we're getting pretty sloppy, and it's only a matter of time. Many of the lakes are, some guys are even driving out there. I don't recommend that at all, and it's definitely to the point if you're going out, walk. That's the main mode of travel on ice fishing, on most of the ice conditions across the state. The few reports that we received, and I emphasize few because of the limited number of people that have been going out, guys were catching a few walleyes at Bitter as well as Indian Springs, and then also Dry Lake by Willow Lake, Ponset, Thompson, East Oakwood, Twin. And remember, Twin is the trophy lake. It has to be 28 inches or larger to keep. And then also Sinai and then Whitewood. And then guys have been really kind of shifting their focus away from the perch and also the crappie bite and going for the pike. And a lot of guys have come away with some really nice pike lately. And what they're doing is using either big chubs that we have here at the store or also large smelt. We also have the smelt that you'll need to catch the pike. And some of the lakes that have produced some nice monster pike include Whitewood, 81 Ponds, Wabae, Lynn, Thompson, Dry Lake, as well as Ponset. Now, again, the main thing is that if you're going out there, be safe, folks, be smart, and again, just look for the access to be pretty rough over the next week. In this week's version of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk, kind of shift our focus into open water now and talk about some of the things that are new for this upcoming open water season. And there's not a lot of things that are new. There may be a few different colors and different types of tackle or different styles of rods, but some of the things I want to highlight right now include the new Bandit colors. If you go out to Lake Erie, or even a lot of guys use them out in the Missouri River, but a lot of guys shift their focus to Lake Erie this time of year. We have new colors of all the Bandits, and feel free to stop on in and take a look at the new colors. Some real new custom colors right here at Dakota Angler. Also, what's new includes the Snap Jigs by Berkeley. Some of the other things include the Butterfly Spinners by Northland, and they also have a variety in the Slow Def line. So if you haven't seen these things really look like they're going to be the ticket as far as live baiting this upcoming summer. And then the last thing I want to highlight is the Google Eye Jigs by Kalins. You probably have seen them on TV already. There's been something like that in years past, but honestly the new paint scheme and the way they work really adds a nice feature to it, including a rattle. So again, we'll be getting those in here shortly. We'll get them on the floor. All this new tackle is coming in day by day, and our show floor changes day by day. So if you have any questions about any of the items that we talked about or anything else, again, don't hesitate to give us a call at 605-336-9132. Now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-minute fishing report, please send it to me. Send it to todd@dakotaangler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And if I use your photo, your name will be entered into a monthly drawing for a $25 gift certificate. Well, folks, before we end this week's report, I want to have a message for all you ice heads. But before you put your ice fishing equipment away and before you start thinking of open water, and honestly, some of you may not even fish or have the opportunity to fish it during the summertime, I want to bring it to your attention to mark your calendars now. Do not forget about the 10th annual Dakota Angler Ice Institute here in Sioux Falls at the Sioux Falls Arena, and it's scheduled for November 9th through the 11th this year. So again, if you haven't had the opportunity, you won't want to miss out this year on the 10th anniversary of the Dakota Angler Ice Institute at the Sioux Falls Arena, November 9th through the 11th. Hopefully it's going to be bigger and better, and with your attendance, it definitely will. If you have any questions whatsoever about the Institute, feel free to give us a call at 605-336-9132. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-minute fishing report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next time, and again, thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate it.